to say hello to as well, along with, we hope to meet with the Senate conference today on the issue of school governance. So no specific issue, just to talk about, if anything, the reason we're here, which is a school governance bill, but just to pay a courtesy visit out of respect and say hello.
Mayor, how do you feel about the prospects of the school governance bill today?
Well, it passed the Assembly almost 2-1. It's going to be in the Senate. I don't know when the Senate plans to vote on it. If they do, I think we're here just to advocate. We represent children in the city of Rochester. With me today, I have the head of the Rochester Business Alliance, Sandy Parker. I have a member of our school board, Alan Williams, who in essence is advocating for this change, which would eliminate his current paid job of a school board member. The graduation rates in Rochester are 46%. I think we have to look at major changes in how we do business, and there's a lot of emotion with those trying to oppose this, but we have a system in Rochester that's been in existence for decades with graduation rates that barely have ever gone over 50%. All we're asking for is a 5-year test to try something different, to give our kids a chance. In Rochester, about 65 to 70% of every crime is committed by a high school dropout. When you look at the issues of poverty, the job readiness, the workforce, the education failures in our city, and I'm sure they mirror Buffalo and Syracuse and around the state, it impacts everything. And it comes down to, in many ways, our system often has put adults first before kids. And I'm very passionate about this. I certainly have followed what New York City and Mayor Bloomberg have done. And the results that, while there's been controversy with that, Rochester's legislation is a hybrid. It's not truly mayoral control. It has taken a number of things that were controversial in New York City and tried to make those adjustments so that it takes some of the edge off. It really is a shared governance with city council, with a number of, actually 2 appointed volunteer councils. It eliminates the paid school board, but I think it gives parents a whole lot more opportunities to be involved at many levels.
What do you think about the elimination of the clothing tax exemption?
You know, my position is this, I know that the revenue has to be sought, but I'll maintain what I said before. My position in Rochester has been, you can't keep putting the burden and cost of government on the backs of people that can barely keep their heads above water now. So I would say before you add tax, I would look at every way that can reduce spending. And we did it in Rochester. We cut taxes, we've cut our spending, we've consolidated, we've said no to certain things that in the past we've said yes to. Our workforce in the city today is the lowest since President Truman was in office, and we've had to cut because you can't keep putting the cost on the backs of people, because if you raise taxes, people leave. And I think the state is facing that same challenge. I think the emotion you see today, you've seen right now with the process, is a snapshot of what we would see in the future, because if we're going to really turn New York State around and make it competitive as it should be, there's going to be some huge changes and challenges in the future in terms of what to say no to. And there's not one cut, there's not one issue you say no to that does not have goodness attached to it, does not have people attached to it that are very emotional about it. So no easy choices. There are tough choices, but I think we have to have the toughness to get through.
Sorry, folks, that's it. We're half an hour late.
Mayor, I'm sorry. What do you think about just this piecemeal process of passing the budget, the precedent that the governor has sent? Is that something when
I guess out of respect, I'm running for office. I'm not in his office. I think that everyone is trying to do everything they can to move this along and get it done. There are areas of disagreement. Again, I don't want to speak to the future. I'm running for office, and as is Andrew Cuomo, for a different office. But certainly we hope to be elected, and we understand the changes and challenges ahead that we will not shrink from. I'm hoping that they can reach an accord on a budget. I'm hoping that budget does not add more burdens on the backs of our taxpayers. And if what we don't want to see is government shut down, clearly, because that impacts from Long Island to Buffalo. I was in Erie County yesterday, talking to people, and it's just everyday citizens in Buffalo and Cheektowaga. It is about the cost of government, it's taxes, it's this recession, it's this economy that really has made people angry. And I feel it in Rochester, I feel it around the state. There is great anger out there. A lot of it is driven economically. So I think the best way that we could look to the future is, before you raise a tax or add a tax, are there ways that we can reduce our spending? And if the revenue is certainly in areas that they will seek revenue, and some are very positive, I'm very conservative at this point. I'm just saying, look for ways that we reduce our own spending. And Andrew Cuomo said it consistently. We need to get our fiscal house in order. That will not be easy. Again, I'll say again, what you see now with the emotion, the anger, and all the complexities of this process is just a microcosm of what we really need to do to turn the state around. So I just appreciate that. So you guys have a good day. Thank you.
Why aren't you letting them participate?